Yeah, that's fucking awesome. But if they did it with Final Fantasy 15, everyone would complain.
Yeah.
I wonder if that means that Monster Hunter will get some sort of...
There we go. Now we got quality options.
Good timing. They just came back up.
Alright. After Final Fantasy, we had The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, which is completely free everywhere, June 26th.
Yep.
Leads right into, well, not right into, but choices affect Life is Strange 2, which was missing from this conference. So I'm guessing that's still a ways.
Yeah. Good for Life is Strange fans.
Yeah. Looks goofy.
It sounded like it was just like one big episode. It didn't sound like it was going to be multiple episodes, but I have no idea.
That's how it came off to me as well. But the gist of it was Loser Kid has no friends, so he's always in a broom closet.
Okay.
I think we spoke about that enough probably yesterday.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday too. So, Dragon Quest 11, September 4th? Yeah, September 4th, 2018.
Yeah, definitely getting it.
Yeah, it looks fun.
On PC.
As long as the port's fine, I imagine that'll be a good RPG.
Yeah. Been looking into it for a while, and the past games is, I think 10 is an MMO. There's been gimmicks for a while, so 11 is like the first core one of those games in a while. That's coming to the West and is on console, because there's also a bunch of those titles on 3DS.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
Alright.
A lot of the ones on 3DS though are remakes of old ones though.
That too.
It's cool to see it on PC as well. Because the only other Dragon Quest games on PC, I think, were Heroes, which are the Dynasty Warrior-esque games. So.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Cool to see. After that, Babylon's Fall 2019, developed by Platinum Games.
If it's main Platinum team, that's hype. That's really hype.
If not, get the fuck out.
Just another game.
I ended up looking at the trailer and just grabbing like small notes about like basic story and such. Like what they showed over the trailer seems to take place over in-game 475 years.
Crazy.
What it is the region of Albanland, I believe it was called. They were expanding out, and people found energy known as the Oversoul. People are using it to turn into weapons, or they were able to use it to predict the future as well, which they wrote in some sort of book. After so many years, I think after like Birth of the Goddess as well, Gaia turns us back on the worlds. That's about 450 years later, and then you are born 25 years later as a nomad within the Shrine of Souls.
And it's a Platinum game.
Yep, it sounds like a Dark Souls-esque storyline. I can dig it.
And if it's gonna have like the combat that goes on in that trailer, it's cinematic, but like the dude's controlling a sword with like those wires coming out of his head, that's gonna be fucking awesome as a character action game.
Mm-hmm.
In that aesthetic, that'll be pretty sick.
Wasn't much, just a lot that it implied, but I saw there were like 4 characters, so I wonder if this will be the second like Platinum Games that has co-op. Because remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one had.
We don't talk about that game.
So maybe this is kind of like their redo on a game that won't be taken down after rights were taken away or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
have to see.
Still don't know how that works, but that's what happened with that one. Speaking of Platinum Games, Nier Automata, they wanted to remind us that's on Xbox One, June 26th.
Play it.
Play it if you have an Xbox, I guess.
Don't get the PC version.
It'll be a different port on the Microsoft Store.
Why would it be a different port?
Because why not?
Get it on Switch. What's next?
Next, Octopath Traveler, July 13th, 2018. That's next month. Literally a month away.
Yeah, it is. It's an RPG by Square, all right.
Yep.
It looks fascinating.
I still don't really have thoughts on this one because it's Nintendo Switch only, correct?
No, it's not. I don't think. Is it?
Oh no.
I swear I
thought
saw the
it
other
was-
logos.
I'll search up.
All right. Well, for the
Yeah, it
moment,
is.
this
It's
won't
only
take long to
Switch.
talk about. Oh, okay. See, there we go. I was correct. Yay! After that, Just Cause 4, December 4th, 2018. It's more Just
Tornadoes.
Cause. They showed other different weather effects that weren't at Microsoft and weren't leaked. So this is Just Cause game. You want destruction? There you go. The surprise that came after that, though, the Quiet Man, with the only details saying there would be more info in August regarding it.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess there's a deaf guy and he fights, and I'm
If
sure
people
that'll
are
affect
upset that he's
gameplay
deaf,
in some
then they
shape or
fight him.
form. Yeah, so not much to pull from that. Thoughts on it though? Anyone else have like ideas of what that may be?
He's gonna become the new Daredevil.
It's actually Final Fantasy
you go.
16. Quiet Man will be the subtitle.
The way
Heard
they
it
showed
here
the game
first.
off, the way they showed the game off was interesting, going from live action to what we can assume is in-game graphics. Although the in-game graphics didn't look amazing, that could just be. because they're
I'm
early
thinking that was
development.
all just CG. I don't think that was in game.
Well, in-game
It was
rendering.
a funny transition though. It was like, oh, that's kind of neat.
Need to figure out more.
Yeah.
You can't really have an exciting game out of a deaf man just punching people.
I mean, you can. It just probably wouldn't be very good. Just imagine a game with no audio.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna go play Devil May Cry 5 with no audio on.
No, it's gotta be Fist Fuss. I'll just play God Hand without the audio on.
And then finally, to end the conference off, Kingdom Hearts 3, January 29, 2019. It was an extended trailer that was shown yesterday at Microsoft.
Yeah, just a
Little
bit
bits
different
and
clips.
pieces that were cut out.
Yep.
I'm gonna go see your boy, Mr. Remy from Ratatouille.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
again, this conference was just like, wow, everything was either leaked or already shown.
Yeah, really. I don't know.
Was
This-
the Platinum game leaked?
I don't know why Square wanted to do
No.
a press conference this year.
Yeah,
Because
they-
you could at first I was gonna say you could argue, well, they leaked a bunch of stuff, but they showed it at Microsoft anyway, so that's not
Yeah,
it.
look at what Sega did. Sega just like uploaded 3 trailers before, during, and after E3. You know, they could have. Square should have done the same thing. They didn't need the whole event. It's cool they got a narrative with Keith David and everything, but wasn't necessary.
Like, I guess maybe they're trying to appeal to investors in a different way now, maybe.
Maybe,
But-
but not everyone needs a conference. Look at our fucking schedule. Look how many things are here. It's
Yeah.
too many conferences.
And then we got tomorrow.
And I still got my.
Yeah.
I mean, no Final Fantasy VII remake. It's like I said the other day, though. Square did say they don't want to show games that aren't near complete, so we aren't going to see Final Fantasy VII remake again until it's like less than a year away from its release.
And that's why I thought they had the conference this year, though, was that they just had so much to show.
Yeah, really.
But clearly that wasn't the case.
It's really weird.
So why'd they pick this year to have their own conferences? Just like why?
So we have to get up early in the morning.
I guess
Yeah, we could have slept in a little.
Ubisoft asked Square to have a conference so that people will wake up and make sure not to miss theirs.
There is more gameplay coming up on the Twitch stream. I saw Yakuza Kiwami 2 was going to get gameplay shown, so
Yeah,
I'll show that later.
Yeah,
Code
luckily we
Veins
at
coming
least
up
have
as well.
some of this here.
Remember in
But-
the poll when they had someone that voted for front mission? Like, what an idiot. What an utter fool. Oh, man. Yakuza Kiwami 2, running on the same engine as Fist of the North Star. So if anyone's fascinated to see how more of how that gameplay works.
So much for Avengers Project Showcase.
Yeah, that one too.
But they had The Quiet Man, I guess.
So quiet.
Quiet because I'm falling asleep at this conference.
Oof.
But like, I wonder if Twitch is prepared now, or if it was literally just a little mistake.
Yeah, really,
With
because
their
the schedule didn't
scheduling?
say that.
Because it said it was going to be an hour and a half. Now they have an hour of time to fill. So I hope that it was just some type of mistake with the schedule, and that they do have enough things to fill in the time before Ubisoft, right? Ubisoft's next.
Limited run is next.
Oh, limited runs next.
Yeah, in an hour
Who the
15.
heck said
What?
that? This the dude's talking right now.
Oh,
Apparently, someone said, "Where's Smash?"
whoops.
The dude's just
Yeah,
under
Cloud.
dismay.
A lot of people thought there would be Smash announcements at other conferences. That's how far this has gone.
There was no way that there'd be any announcements for Smash before the official Smash
Dude's just like, dude,
announcement.
not today. Pay attention.
Well, you should tell the dude on the left here at that desk that. He probably thought there would be Smash at Square. I'd be shocked
Kiwi's
if...
not that bad of a host.
I know, but he was just unaware, and it was really funny.
I'm just saying, I know it's not related, but wearing the Waluigi shirt ain't helping.
I'm gonna put this image on stream. Hold on.
Yeah.
Look at
We
that
saw it
while
yesterday.
I bring up the limited run. Oh, I didn't make a limited run image because limited run was announced very late. So
Freaking
I
Ray.
guess we'll look at the schedule.
Freaking rave.
Oh, not the Mickey one. No, I mean on stream. I'll put it in our Discord. There.
You know you had to do it to them.
I don't think they were talking about this game's been in development for 10 years. I'm pretty sure that it's only been in development for like 5 or 6 based off
Actually,
when they revealed it.
Actually, now that I
Kingdom
think
Hearts,
about it,
yeah.
I'll say now that I think about it, with like the influx of a bunch of their more like newer like Disney films and such, how many of the old worlds are being dropped, and why the attachment to Hercules?
It's iconic, remember?
This
I
place
I
is
don't know if
perks on the roll.
I don't think many of the old worlds would be dropped. Like Pirates of the Caribbean might, but
Oh
What
yeah,
about
that's definitely on the chopping block.
What about Nightmare Before Christmas? That's been in almost every other Kingdom Hearts.
Maybe.
I think they're just trying to save some of the
Aladdin?
stuff because based off what they showed, it's like you could say it's a short game too, but it's not going to. I don't think.
No, there's never a
So-
short Kingdom Hearts game.
But at the same time, I don't know. This is a game that's coming out well over a decade since the second game, and I know there's been like other titles within the series.
Yeah.
So
let's
I'm
not-
just kind of like,
Yeah, well, if you didn't play,
let's just wait to see what happens.
well, if you
I
didn't
don't want to
play
get too
any of
excited
them-
for it, but I love Kingdom Hearts 2. Back
See
when I
ya.
had a
See you later,
PlayStation.
Held Scouts.
Bye,
Yeah.
Health Scouts.
Well, if you didn't play any of the other ones, though, lore-wise, you're pretty fucked.
Yep.
Well, I wasn't gonna just, at the time, get a PSP and
All the other consoles.
or not PlayStation, a Nintendo DS as well as a 3DS and a fucking cell phone that could play that one and a Game Boy. And
Yeah,
so
you are.
much.
Right now.
Nope.
I love the idea
Maybe.
of someone that's gonna like only has an Xbox and they're gonna get Kingdom Hearts 3, and if they only have an Xbox, they have no possible way of playing anything else.
I thought like maybe that would have been something they saved. Like we're gonna release 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8 on Xbox.
Yeah, nope.
Nope.
That's great. That's still crazy to me. It's so funny.
I mean, I guess it falls in line with all their other random titles being on different consoles too.
Oh, but yeah, like the actual development time between like Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15, at least for Kingdom Hearts 3, that is a much longer one, but like Final Fantasy 15's actual development cycle was not as long as it seems it is. It's a little higher than average, but it's still not like 10 years, you know.
Well, yeah, it was
versus
supposed to be a...
versus
Yeah.
13 was scrapped.
Yep.
So
Yeah, it's like with 3, it's like I guess you could argue that it's like well over 10 years, but most of that's just going into like the side plot games.
yeah.
So it's not necessarily they've been working on 3, it's that they've been working on other games that have information leading up to 3, because it's just a series.
Right, it's just because 2 still, you know, ended on not a completed story, so it ended on a cliffhanger. So, I mean, you know a
But-
third game is gonna, or a titled third game is gonna exist.
Right, I'm just...
But they didn't start
don't think
development
they-
then at all.
Right, yeah, it's only been in development for 5-6 years, whenever it was first announced, and they add some time to that because they wanted to wait to announce it, obviously.
Though statistically, Nomura games still take longer to come out. And Final
Yeah.
Fantasy Remake is also a product of that.
Yep.
What are they gonna do? It's
Oh, hey, they fixed
They
the times.
They sort of fixed the times. They're
Oh, well,
still trying to
alright.
figure out what to put in between that
Yeah.
and Code Vein. I
Oh,
really
that's
hope
funny.
that they
here.
weren't fucked over by Square and they can fill that time. I feel bad. Unless it was their mistake. It could have been Twitch's mistake.
That's funny,
It's
though.
so funny.
I don't know.
It's so
yeah,
funny.
it's still funny.
Oh
I
man.
didn't have to get up at all.
Yeah. I can't believe we woke up early for this conference. God damn it.
Were you coming
I
back to 14
legitimately
yet?
thought Square Enix is having a press conference. They must have something to show.
Yeah,
Because they
really.
haven't had one in
Oh,
years,
that's-
if at all.
That's great.
Oh my
Stay
God.
tuned for
Oh,
that.
Jesus.
Holy shit! Holy
Jesus
shit! The
Christ.
countdown.
What the fuck? Okay, I'm done. I'm going to
Oh no.
Oof.
Like, even if it was short, because we didn't go into this thinking, oh, it's definitely gonna be long. We went into this, oh, they're gonna fill time regardless. Nope.
Oh, that's so
Insert Roblox death sound.
that's so
Amazing. $970 million.
And it's like it's only an hour though, so like going offline is kind of eh.
funny. I am going
Um,
to get a drink. That's
yeah,
what I'm
because-
gonna do.
Well, I guess we could use more of it like a halftime. I guess we could talk more about the previous ones a little bit.
We already did.
Like let's go personal. I ranked the conferences last night on my Twitter, just personally, from what I was interested in game wise and stuff. So, kind of arbitrary, definitely arbitrary, probably. But like I put Microsoft at the top, and then I put Devolver second because they're funny and goofy, but
Mhm.
they actually had games that interested me. Tiny Build was third because they had a little musical. And it's a different, like, unique type game. It's like a haunted house, but you're a kid, but one of the kids may be the neighbor, and there's puzzles.
It was a
in a
fascinating
house.
game. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the idea is like, oh, I want to see more of that. Then it went Bethesda purely because nothing really caught my interest, especially with how that conference ended. I was just kind of like, I was underwhelmed. I was very underwhelmed. And then EA was just a total bust.
Mm-hmm.
So they were at the bottom. And now Square Enix, I want to say I would put it below EA purely because we already saw all of this, but at the same time, I had more interest in the games they showed, at least for some of them.
Yeah,
So they're
all
probably
the thing about
now
EA
like number
was
5 and EA is 6 for me.
like I'd only give like EA is definitely the bottom because all I found fascinating were
Yeah.
2 indie games, and that was it.
Yeah, and at least with Square Enix, it's like, oh, Dragon Quest looks good. It's on PC now. They have a free Life is Strange-esque game.
They announced 2 new
Uh,
IPs.
They announced 2 new IPs, one by Platinum Games.
Oh yeah, what about who's developing that second one? Quiet Man, did they say?
Didn't see
Nope.
anything on it.
Literally
But it-
just The Quiet Man, more info in August.
There maybe could have been something in the blurb for it, but I wasn't paying attention too much.
Yeah,
to
if there was a press statement. I don't think I have access to a press site for Square, so I don't see that.
I'll see if I can find out.
Yeah.
I like how
So yeah, I guess I would put Square Enix right below would I put them above Bethesda for me? I don't know. No, I'd put them below Bethesda because at least Rage 2, I'm kind of curious about it. So it'd be Bethesda at number 4, Square Enix at 5, and EA at 6 for me.
Yeah, it just wasn't substantial, and it's got 2 new IPs.
Let me get a new drink real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, both of those titles, Babylon's Fallen, Quiet Man, are not on Xbox One, so
something new at least.
it doesn't seem like they put out a press statement. And if they did, they just don't have
I mean,
they just don't
I'll
have info about it.
honestly, I would have liked a little more on Octopath Traveler, even though we've already gotten quite a bit on it already.
Yeah.
It's just something. Come on. I mean, I know you didn't tell us everything, but you don't have to tell us everything.
I think the most exciting part was the Monster Hunter Final Fantasy crossover.
Yeah,
And that's just, we just know that's a trial. So,
yeah. I love it. I totally lost my shit the moment I saw the cat.
yeah,
I was like,
that's cool. That's gonna be a drop from it, so.
yeah. I mean, like, you hear me gasp the moment it happens, but yeah. I was not expecting that, but I wanted it to happen for, like, the longest time. Like,
What if there is a quest to unlock that trial, and the quest is you have to find the Rathalos footprints in that that area. I forget what it's called, the steps.
Yeah. Nah, there's got to be a secondary, like, fate objective where it's like gathering, but you got to gather the eggs.
Oh, that's just gonna be a mechanic. Oh my god. If there isn't an egg carrying mechanic, then it was a fucking wasted
It's just-
opportunity.
This just became an open world raid in the Yazim Steeps. It's like Team B! Everyone's shouting Team B! Did you get the eggs? We're having trouble! There's a Raytheon! What?
What an awesome crossover.
Yeah.
Hopefully it has armor too.
Yeah.
At
Also,
it's gotta, yeah.
it's gotta have armor, it's gotta have weapons. I could also see Rathalos barding for the Chocobos.
Oh yeah.
Just have your Chocobo dressed up as a Rathian, whatever.
GameSpot claims there will be a new demo coming for Octopath Traveler.
Yay!
Hey.
Excited for that game. I just love those like one-shot offshoot Square Enix games that they come and go and they're great.
Hey, hold on. I just realized Limited Run isn't on Twitch's schedule.
Huh.
Let me look
Maybe
into
it's
that.
just something limited run announced then.
Let's see if they said anything about restreaming.
I'm sure they wouldn't mind if they got more coverage.
Yeah, I'm sure they wouldn't mind. They're definitely worth looking at, guys. We've gone over before.
We still have an hour before that though, right?
Yep, we have an
So,
hour.
Yep.
What are
I
Max
can-
and Phil doing? Did we want
I
to
can-
reconvene now since we
It would,
They haven't really-
according to Max's setup, it would be pretty difficult to do so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I can just go into 14 right now and just finish a raid.
Yeah.
I need to see that that Monster Hunter trailer again.
I mean, so, limited run, I don't have an image for them, but I don't think we don't know what to expect. If anyone doesn't know, limited run, does physical copies of indie games. I have a whole folder of images of them, so I guess I'll pull them up and show y'all. I actually don't remember if I showed these off yesterday. But I did have the images ready to show off. So, for example, this game, I've never heard of it, but they did this, they published it. They do art books and steel books and everything for their games. What's this one? Pixel Junk Monsters 2. I picked these images specifically because it's cool how like they're collector's editions for indie games.
Yeah. It's always nice to have physical copies. I know Indie Box still do that as well.
I'm gonna make this one bigger so I can read the title. Saturday Morning RPG. That's what this one was. It's super fascinating art style here. I lost Twitch chat. There it is. Okay. Another image of it. Here's a few here. That's really cool, especially if you're like have some indie game that you really love and you want it physically. There's a Runner 2. And The Bit Trip. And Screen Sheet. I didn't know that, but Screen Sheet had a physical release. And that's so fucking weird to say. And so did Broken Age. Firewatch also had a physical release. Oh yeah, limited, what was it? Loot Box Coin? Loot Box Coin was also done by these guys. Fury had a physical edition from them. Lethal League.
Lethal League's a
Momo.
good game.
Momodora had a physical release from them. N++. Broken Age had a physical release. Yeah, I know, right? N++. That's what I think when I think of some. And the more I looked, like Night Trap. It's not on Switch. It's not on this one. Artwork not final, but it's happening.
I watched Moon in the past play Night Trap on stream on Twitch. What a weird and wacky game that is.
Oh yeah,
That's
it's something.
so-
That's why you got to. That's why you
it's
got to get
great.
physically on PS4. Octodad had a physical release. There's 3 games in this image. Oh, the Odyssey series. Munch's Odyssey and... Oh, they're all Munch's Odyssey. I thought one was Abe's Odyssey. Nope, all the Munch's Odyssey games. Physical release. Risk of Rain had a physical release. Both Shantae games.
Still waiting for that Risk of Rain 2.
When that Risk of Rain 2 physical. They did Skullgirls PSP Vita physical release. Here's the cart. instruction manual. That's the other thing, is these guys always do instruction manuals for all of their physical releases. I think they're the only people publishing games on Switch that have instructional books. This is the collector's
weren't they the
edition.
ones that compared an image of one of the games they published to Pokken on Switch?
Yeah. This is the collector's edition of Windjammers that came out recently. It's just a cool looking box though, but I mean, that's still cool and would look cool on a shelf or something. I don't think it came with a flying power disc. But it did come with the game, and that's a step up, you know. Sometimes they don't do that. So definitely, whatever limited run can show would be interesting.
Now I have a segment for us. Let's do r/games reacts to Square Enix. Top comment. As far as awful pressers go, this managed to top EA. What the fuck was that? Top comment right now. They echoed what we said. Well, did they really need a conference? Some of these are just from a few minutes ago. Like, it's still being updated. And the r/games, for anyone that hasn't been looking at Reddit, they have individual threads for almost every single game announced so far from any major conference. So there's full of just comments and comments everywhere. If we could go off of, if we want to continue after the Square Enix one. Let's see. I'm trying to look for some like real goofier funny ones real quick. Square Enix should just rebrand themselves as Weaponized Disappointment. If you're not into the clusterfuck of deep emotional storytelling that is Kingdom Hearts, or you're hoping to see a sliver of new Dragon Quest XI content, or for some reason wanted to be Deaf Devil, there is nothing for you here. Oh.
Big oofs.
One that people we were talking about, but is more understandable after hearing more about it. What about Final Fantasy VII? That was the one thing I've wanted to hear more about. Fingers crossed for the PlayStation conference. Ooh, I got bad news for him based off what we're hearing. Maybe that's changed. Maybe there are third-party stuff.
At this point, everyone is just kind of ignoring it, so I kind of want them to do more than just those 4 games for everyone else's sake.
Yeah, because I don't know what I read, but I thought they said third party as well, but then maybe you're right that the statement came out after that article back in May,
the third party
so
might have also
know.
been the releases they were showing just over the last few days. You know?
It could have been relating to that 100%. We'll find out for sure tonight.
Yep.
I won't really be disappointed either way, because my expectations are like, at least I'm gonna see Death Stranding and Spider-Man and Last of Us. So
if Final Fantasy VII Remake really is at Sony and not Square's own conference, then what the fuck? Why did they have a conference? It must have been super lately planned, though. They must have had already made the plans for Microsoft to show up there. Because they just reiterated so much.
Looks like the SE called it a day. They could have provided us with the playlist links and could have saved all of our time.
Check this out, stream. Check out this. Oh, hold on. I have to edit the image name. This is the collector's edition for Kingdom Hearts. Comes with the Toy Story toys, versions of them. Wouldn't that have been cool to be in the conference?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like actual size too. It says
As much as
2.36 inch by 1.5 by 5.91.
as much as I dislike pushing pre-order our game now, especially collector's editions and stuff, you'd think that's exactly what they would push in that conference.
Yeah.
But they didn't, so that's weird. Where else is this? Damn, no word on that Avengers game. Really worried that it's getting stuck in development hell. Square continues to be ineptly run. They make some great games, but their management is complete shit tier. That's a bit of an assumption, I think, from the conference. It's more of like a head scratcher as to why it existed for me.
Yeah, it's definitely
Not that
an
it's being
interesting take.
mismanaged. Why didn't Square Enix just have the Hitman 2 reveal for them? Like, I know you dropped it and you sold it off or whatever, but you could have at least filled time. I'm sure Warner Brothers would have been okay. That's not a Reddit comment. That was just my thoughts. Sorry, chat. This one is pretty much with what I'm thinking. Glad I'm not the only one that thought it was really short. I don't know what I expected, but I definitely expected more of it. It's like, why do they have a conference?
Yeah, really.
No Sleeping Dogs 2. Wow, I didn't expect anyone to mention that.
Just 2 new IPs. And I guess to Platinum's credit, what else are they working on? So it might just
Platinum?
be the A team. Yeah.
Well, Bayonetta.
Right.
They canceled Scalebound. Rest in peace. I thought there was one more though. They re-released Nier Automata, so that doesn't really count.
Yeah.
I don't know. That may be the only 2 games they have, unless we get an announcement from Nintendo for Wonderful 102.
Yeah. People get what they want. Some people get what they want. They get Wonderful 102, and it's developed by B Team Platinum. Oof.
All right. Yeah.
Oh god.
All right, chat. So the Square, this kind of like, there's not a whole lot of comments because it's the same thing. What game you guys want to see people talk about? Literally everything's here on r/games. There are literally 2.3k comments about a logo for Elder Scrolls 6. So I'm sure we'll find something silly there. That's when we want to look at. Check and tell me what they're the most interested in. Only 165 comments from Metal Wolf Chaos XD. God damn it.
Excuse me.
Oh, there's the tweet from Kingdom Hearts official account about that collector's edition. Okay, I'm gonna ask, maybe Austin or Steven know. What's the joke behind Despacito 2? What's that meme?
Just the song.
Yeah, mainly just the song. I've also heard people equate to Destiny 2.
Oh, okay.
You heard
More
the
likely
song,
it's
right?
The song, though.
No, I have not heard the song.
You have, but you just didn't know what it was
You
called.
definitely have.
You just didn't know what it was called.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna listen to this after this ad. Gotta pause Twitch. I don't know what this food is. Just get through the ad. Why can't I skip it? There we go.
Oh god, that reaction.
Oh, this song. Okay.
There you go. There's a great reaction to watch the Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I retweeted that one this morning.
I saw you retweeted. I didn't watch this yet. I'm gonna watch this too now. Now that I know what that song is.
Here it is, chat. I just linked it.
God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's a little much of a reaction. Oh my god.
He just really cares about Aqua. Okay.
Yeah, I can see that. It's a bit scary.
That's Kingdom Hearts fans.
The screaming at first was funny, but then he starts almost like crying. I'm like, oh, I don't feel good about watching this.
That's how you should feel without seeing that.
But let's see. But chat's all taking their snack break, I think, while we're filling an hour of airtime.
I already ate.
No, I know you guys did. I'm talking Twitch chat. Everyone's like, "Oh God, I'll just come back in an hour." So for you guys, or for those that are just lurking, what games do you want me to look at comments for? See if there's anything stupid said.
Let's see what Limited Run is up to. Or let me just follow them on Twitch so I can get to their stream faster when they go live, because it looks like it won't be on Twitch, but I'm sure Limited Run won't mind. I'm sure Limited Run, they don't have someone... Oh, they are
We're
live with the
deleting the
countdown.
VOD anyway, so...
That's weird. Their countdown is 15 minutes later after 3 o'clock.
I mean, as long as it doesn't run into Ubisoft, and it does, we just switch over right before.
Actually, I'm kind of an idiot because I say that based off the thumbnail and not the actual stream.
Oh.
It's not letting me launch the stream. Oh, there it goes. I'm not going to leave it open, though, because then my internet might start buffering it. But, yeah. Alright, we need to go back to the guy that looks like Kenny.
Oh god.
Oh God.
I thought I took a screenshot. I guess I... Oh, no, I cropped it. I cropped an image on my phone. Does this not look like Kenny? It's just a smile too, like how he smiles. That's but it is Kenny's smile.
Patented Kenny smile.
Oh wait, what's their actual countdown at? 42 minutes.
Yep,
So-
that falls in line.
With Twitches?
With what we had originally. You said it was going to be 15 minutes later, but
Oh yeah,
No, it's not.
yeah. I wasn't sure because I was looking at a thumbnail, but yeah, okay, yeah.
right.
So. Delete Kenny here. I can't believe Kenny is making Doom.
Could you link the Limited Run Twitch channel so I could follow it real quick?
Yeah, I guess I grabbed the Limited Run Games. There.
There we go. Alright, so we got 42 minutes for that. I don't know. What else do you guys want to talk about for now?
Same.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I-
like
I'm honestly not sure. I was trying to go
We-
back through the I was trying to go back through and clip something, but I couldn't find it.
We still have like the rest of today to discuss, I guess. If there's anything else
Yeah.
we want to talk about with Ubisoft, PC Gamer, Sony, and Nintendo.
Rabbids. All the
PC
rabbids.
PC gaming show. We really don't know much about what they'll have. I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure they've announced what type of developers will be there, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything. When they could just be pulling games that we already know of and showing them there at PC Gaming Show.
Oh, sorry about the trap song. There.
Ubisoft. You're gonna have that pirate game that maybe because of all other companies like it now, they'll pull back from so many microtransactions.
But up top, they're releasing loot boxes to be like the Mediterranean Sea trade thing, whatever they're called.
Oh no. We're not gonna see like Watch Dogs 3. Is anyone looking forward to if they announce like a new Splinter Cell? A new Splinter Cell may be cool.
Yeah, I always enjoy Splinter Cell games, at least the ones I've played.
Yeah, I never played them myself.
Conviction back when I played that on 360. I also have it for PC, but it doesn't work on PC, so unfortunately. But that was a fun both single player game and co-op game.
Oh, hey, I wanna let me clean my glasses here, but then I'm gonna look back at the bingo card, pull it up, get some updates on that.
Heck yeah.
All right, so check it out, peeps. So up in the top right, we said that the bingo spot is no technical difficulties with G2B. We had them, so we can't get that spot because we are trying not to get bingo here. So no tech difficulties with G2B is a slot impossible to get. No tech difficulties with E3 is still possible because there really hasn't been. Maybe the
Teleprompter
maybe the
at
Square
Bethesda.
thing. Oh yeah, that. Well, I mean, also I'm about to give it to off-screen game feed because it hasn't been like one significant instance, but it keeps happening. So I think just for like the long run, off-screen game feed might get a slot.
You know, I'm getting
I'm
like
saying we wait to call it at Ubisoft because I'm waiting for them to do it again.
Yeah.
I'm getting like major deja vu from this. I feel as though this happened before somewhere.
Let's see. FF7 remake can't happen. Shadows. Well, maybe. God.
Why would they hide it?
Yeah,
though,
really.
at Square Enix? Why would you have the conference at all? God damn it.
Also, they ain't even. We haven't even seen Mortal Kombat 11.
Nope.
Well, there
Ed
wasn't
Boon-
really any rumors leading up to it, right? It was just
Ed
all,
Boon.
what if it happens?
No, it was Ed Boon. And when that guy
Boon.
teases, it's something gonna happen. But I guess he really just wanted to fuck with everyone.
Maybe it'll just be something throughout the week, not necessarily at a conference.
I mean,
Nah.
I don't know.
Now you see, they saw the Devolver skits and they're like, quick, we need to throw something together really quick. Let's have like Scorpion just rip someone's head off on stage or something.
Where's Warner Brothers conference? They had Hitman 2 and Mortal Kombat. I'm sure they could have found 2 more games. Come on.
I loved like the moment that like new schedule thing and the timer started, like everyone that was streaming this just like went off.
It's just, it was dumb.
I saw Maximilian dude go off, Shopa went down, freaking Max is still up, so that's something. A bunch of other people that were streaming it, but yeah. How much more time we got? Like 20 minutes?
Apparently,
40 still, 35.
yeah, 40. Because limited run is at 315. And then theirs won't even be too long, probably. I don't know. Maybe they'll hit us with another Devolver. Maybe limited run is another part of the Digital Devolver Conference cinematic universe.
Oh god.
I mean, they were in on the loot box coin joke since they provided them.
Yeah. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna fucking drop the price.
I actually, you know, I would not be
sink it.
surprised if limited run is another Devolver kind of conference. But I do want to see some cool indie games get physical releases.
My friend Pedro, physical release comes with an actual
I thought
banana.
you were about to tell us about your actual friend Pedro.
No!
Damn it.
No!
My friend Pedro that we play Overwatch together.
Yeah.
He's looking forward
There
to
we
my
go.
friend Pedro.
Hey, she's back from his nap.
No, but imagine limited run games, physical release of my friend Pedro, and it comes with an actual friend named Pedro.
Yo, since Metal Wolf Chaos is coming to consoles, that needs a physical release. That'd be fucking awesome.
That's where the tie-in comes in. There we go.
They don't have to
Oh,
do it though because the original game is already a collection piece.
Yeah.
It's like a few $100s to get a copy of Metal Wolf Chaos.
I got so mad at the time left.
No, I understand.
I had to leave and go get some food. So I was like, wow, I literally wasted my morning.
Please tell me you drove out to get some pizza rolls.
Like, if that was the one that was streaming, I would have cut the stream. I would have been like, wow. Type in chat and be like, we'll be back when the fucking conference actually wants to take our time seriously.
It just them having a conference led to expectations of, oh, they have stuff to show, but they didn't. So
Yeah.
it's
They
just
also
like,
got the time wrong.
wow.
Well, speaking of
I
that,
don't know.
speaking
whose
of that,
fault
hold
was.
on. Speaking of that, we also have a little more bad news, Cheat. The next conference isn't at 3 o'clock, it's at 3:15.
But no, I thought we said the timer did fall in line with 3 o'clock. Hold on. Now I'm
No,
looking at back.
not limited runs.
Going to Limited Runs channel now. God damn it.
Since Twitch isn't restreaming it themselves.
It says 33 minutes. That means 3 o'clock.
Then what does Twitch's timer say?
Was what timer say?
Twitch. 18 minutes. Okay, so Twitch is early.
Twitch is doing their own little showcase of other games.
Yeah, but I thought they would go to the dot. No, 11:45 Code Vein. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then Yakuza.
But that means that Limited Run is at 3. We're
Okay,
good.
yeah.
We're
Okay.
fine.
Good news.
Good news, cheat.
Damn, it's got an art book for Kingdom Hearts. It comes with the game.
Oh yeah, that I saw people talking about, and I realized it too. How Kingdom Hearts 3 looked really weird, how they were showcasing it, and I figured, oh yeah, that's because they literally have no sound effects outside of voices, so they could play the song. That's why it sounds weird.
I'm gonna send Max the image of the steel bookcase for Kingdom Hearts because it has nothing on it. It's just a pattern.
Comes with the game, though.
It does. That's impressive.
Already better than Take Two. Gonna start up the meme from Bethesda last night now. It's what we should have done with Square Enix. Pre-recorded. We're showing all the games we showed already.
Yay!
Here's this plane detaching in half. There's Ratatouille.
This is my lab. And this is my laboratory. Hope some of the worlds will be a surprise. Yeah, hopefully.
Oh,
There will be a 4-day space between the Japanese release and the English release, so you should stay away from the internet on those 4 days.
I'm surprised that there's a 4-day difference.
Yeah.
A lot of companies have been doing well over the last couple of years of making them global releases.
If they, it might have to do with the charts thing because, well, I think Japanese sales numbers come in on Tuesday or Monday as well, so I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea what the inner workings of all that is there.
Yeah, I don't know when Japanese
4
sales
days
numbers
isn't
come
a
in.
huge deal. It's just unfortunate.
Yep.
I mean, outside of there's totally going to be someone that completes that game already in the 4 days.
Yeah. Let's see.
But maybe
was I
that means
looking
the
up?
embargo lifts sooner for reviews, so at least you'll be able to see reviews a handful of days before it comes out.
What were we just talking about?
Kingdom Hearts 3.
What about it?
Since it's 4 days difference.
Oh, right.
It's already going to be in the hands of consumers, even though they're not US. Embargo may lift that day then, so you still get reviews a handful of days almost before US releases it.
Oh, okay. I remember. Okay, hold on. I blanked because I'm looking up when the Japanese sales figures come in, and then that had
okay.
that I didn't bring it up. So I was, let's see. Not sure. Here, let me try. One, two, three, four. Nope, they happen on Mondays. So yeah, that's super weird that it comes out on a Friday in Japan and Tuesday in America.
January 29th.
Right? Or am I assuming that?
I don't know.
Because that's the first thing I assume with a 4-day difference.
I'm just looking at something. real
I'm
quick.
sorry, it's a 3-day difference. The 29th is, yes, 29th is a Tuesday.
Yeah, and you said
26 is a-
26 Saturday?
Saturday?
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah,
even
that
for
doesn't sound
Japan.
right.
So maybe 25th. If they have it before us.
Yeah, let me confirm before I keep going on about it.
Are there any Nintendo's titles releasing in January?
Probably.
Would they want to just try to get it out before Nintendo? Like, say something comes out that following Friday, so they want to just get it out before? Because now I'm just thinking Japanese market.
I don't know. '25th, yeah. Yeah, it's 25th in Japan. So yeah, Friday and Tuesday.
So, and the following Friday is February 1st. So Nintendo, February 1st, 2019. Mario Kart to smartphones in 2019.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, that was announced a while back. I don't know if that's in February, but that's the first thing that came up.
All
What?
right.
I don't know. I was looking for titles, but nothing comes up except for Mario Kart in 2019 on mobile phone.
What?
All right.
There is no what cheat. Just accept it. So Code Vein in 10 minutes. That's the anime Dark Souls game, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It plays really nicely. Played at TwitchCon. Excited to see more.
How long
Yeah,
ago
so
was that?
That was TwitchCon 2017, so
Mm.
8 months ago ish.
It looks the last we saw of it, it definitely looked a little more polished and more better pacing, gameplay wise. So
I want to see what it's like. Curious.
it's pretty
they were-
fucking weeby.
They were thinking of releasing a beta, I believe. Could be incorrect. I think they were.
I feel like that's true.
I mean, it's when I was talking to Dimitri there. That's what he was saying. There may be one, but they weren't sure. Just something that popped up in my Twitter feed there as well. It's not related to E3, but a legal claim brings indefinite end to new Friday the 13th game content.
Oh, that sucks.
Yep, so at the moment there's apparently a legal battle between Victor Miller, who is one of the script writers for the films. Apparently he was he wasn't employed for them at the time. So he's trying to sue the original company for rights over the film franchise and such. And of course, since the game is part of technically the franchise, they're not able to make new content until that lawsuit's over. So they may never make it again. Feels bad, man. That game was enjoyable, although it had issues.
How did it get kickstarted in the first place if that legal battle exists?
Couldn't tell you. I don't actually know when the legal battle started. Let me see if I can find that.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you can have a nap during the PC Gamer conference.
I was just laying back in my chair, and I'm probably gonna do it again.
Don't worry, if you fall asleep, at least there's multiple of us here to keep talking while you sleep. As long as you're not snoring.
Yep.
I just have to remember to swap it to Twitch in a couple minutes.
What the fuck is this tweet?
And then again, after limited run, I'm gonna restart my PC again, so the stream will be down for like a minute or so. His tweet says, "As I suspected, Cyberpunk 2077 looks like it uses all the worst and most toxic elements of the genre's past with very little subversion. nihilistic vision of the future, gritty dude protagonist, lots of glorified violence, sexual exploitation as backdrop, etc., etc., etc.
I recognize
Oh,
that
it's
name.
Macintosh.
Yeah, he's a prick about a lot of games.
He's
We're just gonna ignore that they said there's a character creator.
yeah, really. And then the paraphrasing the person retweeting it said, "As I suspected, Cyberpunk 2077 is a cyberpunk game." Christ.
What was he like? I know he was shouting about like
It
other
was-
things beforehand.
we don't
I
wanna-
remember what.
Not on stream.
Oh yeah, no, that's right.
If we say the double G word, it's over.
Oh no.
Yeah, that.
I'm looking at some of his replies, and one of the last sentences in the tweet is, "Whenever a cyberpunk world isn't presented as explicitly genderqueer, I'm skeptical." I shouldn't have looked at his replies, so I'm just gonna stop now.
What if Amir, are you here?
Yo.
What if Monster Hunter gets a Final Fantasy 14 event?
There you go.
Put
What monster would they use though?
yeah. What primal would they slap in?
I don't think any primal. I would say regular monsters pretty common throughout Final Fantasy games, so I can totally see behemoths.
A behemoth would be good.
Yeah.
Cactuars.
I want me.
Just reskin the cats in the open world with cactuars.
Cactuar Calico.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I would love that so much. Even Moogle variants.
Yeah.
And Tonberry variants.
Yeah.
And
Feel that they
then
could do.
I want the Slayer Malboro. Get me that Malboro armor.
All the world armor is not the best in the Monster Hunter series.
Yeah. Well, it's a bunch of new monsters. So
Yeah. Well, even for returning ones, the armor just looks eh.
Oh, then again, if there was a crossover, actually the probably only primal that would be a viable pick to appear would be Bahamut.
That's a good one, yeah. Yo, we can go back underwater and fight Leviathan.
Let's not. That thing is water.
Conference start yet?
Nope.
About 2.5 more minutes.
Well, until we see more Code Vein.
Yeah.
God, we have to be here till 9 p.m. and then some.
And then back to bed early for Nintendo. At least that's something to look forward to.
And then I gotta wake up for Nintendo.
I'll be back in like 30 minutes or so.
Okay.
We're dropping like flies.
Gee, you getting that Cuphead DLC?
No.
Okay.
think it'll be too hard?
No.
It looked like at the end of the trailer that implied that Miss Chalice has a native double jump.
No.
So she might be a Funky Kong character.
Yes.
Oh, Twitch stream time. Let's see some Code Vein.
Yeah.
Oh, good. They changed the table to people who would probably
Know
enjoy
about the
Code
game.
Vein.
And a plushie.
They'll actually talk about games. Woo!
テイストの、持った、このハードなアクション RPG です。
It is
Okay,
buffered
so
twice.
Code
We'll see what
Vein is,
happens with that.
generally what we say is it's a dying game because you have to die a lot in the game because of the difficulty. It's a super challenging game that is originated from Japan using the kind of taste that we kind of thing. So that's a very new title with the animation taste that we think is super cool with this new stage.
And Tom is also, he worked on all of the God Eater titles for Bandai Namco.
Oh,
So,
okay, okay.
You know, the team's very familiar with being able to take, you know, tough as nails gameplay and being able to really ratchet in like some really deep stories. So that's something that fans of the studio is just, they're really excited
Yeah, there's
about
some
being able
gameplay.
to see something where it's like a really
Gameplay?
story in
That
it.
does